Good morning, everybody. It is April 15th. The time is 7:57. Yeah, as you guys know, my last load here dropped off into Georgetown, um, Kentucky. I had to think about that for a moment. Haven't been to Kentucky very many times, but turns out this place has the replica of the Ark from Noah's Ark, which I won't be going to see because it's like $100 per ticket. Okay, now you can have free parking over there if you pay that $100 per ticket. Which honestly, if it was $50 per ticket, I wouldn't be seeing it because remember, it's just a replica. We know where the original is, but I believe this is a message from the Lord anyhow to let everybody know we are at that time now where we're all getting aboard, ready to leave. In my dream, there was another lady that also had a dream where she said she was laying at the foot of her bed and she seen her door close and then heard it click. Okay, the same thing with me. That clicking sound is that shutting sound, okay? I heard it sliding my back window, like shh, until it went click. I heard that click. That sounds like the final moment. Once you turn that lock, the door is locked. Click. Other words, it's over. We're getting ready to go now. And I believe it's going to happen anytime. Just like me being here where the replica of Noah's Ark would be. God does things in ways that we don't understand. Somebody sent me an email also, and they put the capital M, and then put capital A, and then RK. Like, because my last three letters are ARK. And I'm right here where they have a replica of the Ark. And anyhow, we're at that point, you guys, where we're getting ready to go. I've been seeing a lot of nines too, and Brother Daniel pointed that out. I'm going to say probably a month and a half ago. About the nines. He didn't know what it was. So therefore, I was like kind of watching to see what it would be. What would come up with the nines, and I didn't see anything for quite a while until lately. Now, even sometimes on my comments, when I get back to it, I'll see a lot of my comments will say 9 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago. Nines are popping up like that. Or I've been seeing tags now, 999, a couple of times. And then you guys seen when I was driving behind that vehicle with the eights. It's almost like a countdown, but it's a count up. We went from down to up. And which way is it we're looking at going? Up. We're looking to get out of here. Everything's the opposite of what you would expect, okay? And we can't even begin to understand his ways. But anyhow, you guys remember the Holocaust. Excuse me. When the Jewish people were killed in World War II. Everybody remembers that, don't they? I'm going to tell you a time that a lot of people have forgotten. And our history books will tell a little bit about it, but even our history books have forgotten. And they don't speak about this too much. The Christians. The Christians were persecuted before the Jewish people were. And, well, actually, no, right after, before the Jewish people were killed in the Holocaust. The Christians were fed to the lions and stuff like that. A lot of them were, Jewish people were hung on crosses and stuff like that, but we don't even know the number of Christian people that were fed to the lions or killed in different fashions and ways. But a lot of Christians were also killed. People don't seem to remember that. And that's what's getting ready to happen here now. They're going to come after the true Jewish people and the Christians that are left behind. Okay? Now, a lot of the Jewish people, they rejected the Messiah then, and a lot of them are still doing it today, as a lot of the Christians today still are. Um, they're living in ways that are pleasing to them, and they don't know that what they're doing. Living in prosperity. But anyhow, I'm going to have a video that I'm going to put in the back of this. Everything that's run around us, everything that you see going on around us, all these top brand makers and deliveries like Swift that drive all these things around for Walmart, these expediting people like what I'm doing here, but in a smaller vehicle. They're all part of the globalists that have been running, which are from like Jewish bankers and people, but honestly, I think they call themselves Jews, but are not. Okay? And as Jesus once said, they were the children of the devil, their father, the devil, because that's why they couldn't hear him, because everything he said, they were rejecting him. But anyhow, I'm going to have a video for you guys to check out, and I highly recommend that you watch it. And this perverted lifestyle, all this stuff that's being accepted, brought in these end times, it's to do with the Antichrist. They have to get all these things changed and in order for the Antichrist to come into the picture. And this guy in this video, he's saying, you're not meant to know who this Antichrist is. And those that do see him are going to regret knowing who he is or ever wanting to see who he was. Okay? By the time you realize who he was, you will have a chip in you. Okay? And otherwise, we're going to escape. The time has come for us to leave. That's why I heard the window of opportunity shut and clicked. I heard it. It went shh, click, like a clicking sound. In other words, it's shut. Okay? You guys always seen me with those hands. When those people make those hands, they leave these three fingers standing. And they make a perfect circle with this while these three are standing. Well, let me tell you something. You'll see all these people that these world leaders, they're all doing it. They're all going in the same direction. That's why I told you to keep an eye out for it. They're doing it in the churches even. The devil horn signs. I'm seeing it done in the churches. All your big churches are doing it. Some are a little more slicker than others. I've seen John Hagee doing it. He's a church person. There's a couple out there that aren't so big as some of those guys. I haven't seen them do it. There's only a couple, but there's, for the most part, the majority of them are, the majority of them are. Our time has come, you guys, where we're getting ready to leave now. The signs are right in front of us. Just like me coming here to this town to drop this stuff off. Ultimately, let me tell you something. Everything that's happening right now, it's not, God's in control. He's in control, and he's letting the devil do what he's doing. He's letting him do it, okay? He's dividing us, the wheat from the tares. He's separated us. God's allowing this to happen. Nothing can happen that God doesn't allow. Just like when the devil tested Job. God told him what he could do and what he couldn't do. And let me tell you something. The devil listened to God. And he did exactly what God allowed him to do. Okay? So you can be sure God's in control. And these people thinking that the devil's in control, there's some things that they just don't know, man, that God is ultimately in control. And that these people are doing just what the devil has always said. They weren't worthy. He said these people are not worthy. And all these people that are following what the devil said are doing exactly what the devil said they would do. They're not worthy. Okay? So they're thinking that they're following somebody that wants to be, that they're going to be better than. See, the devil started right off with a lie. The devil knows he ain't going to set his kingdom above God. He can't do that. But they believe that he is, or that he's trying to, and he could. That's what they believe. But you can be sure the devil, he knows he can't. And God is allowing him to do what he's doing. For those that are going to follow and think they're going to rise above the Creator, which that's not going to happen. But that's weeding out a whole lot of people, man, that are following the direction of them. You think, you'd stick. See, I've always been like that, where if I seen somebody being picked on across the street, one person or something, man, I would run to that one person that was being picked on. Not the bullies. I'd be there to help the one person being picked on. Goes to show you a lot about what's happening, don't it? Just be ready, you guys. Be ready. The time has come. And I think today's Saturday. But anyhow, I'm not going out there to go see that replica. Because number one, it's not the real thing, okay? Number two, it's way too expensive. $100 just to go in and see something that, man, I could live a long time on $100, especially when I'm living in a vehicle. Makes you wonder who's got that kind of money, to spend. If you went there with your kids, even you and your kids, I think the kids get it a little cheaper. Not too much though. It's but you, your wife, and if you had say 3 kids, man, you'd be looking at spending probably around $450 around there to get in. $450. They said, well, you can go there all week and keep looking at it, man. I'd only need to see it one time to know, and it's not the real deal. And we all know Iraq is where it is. Mount Iraq. That's where it is. But I can't pronounce that properly. But nonetheless, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Our time's coming, you guys. Get ready to go. And I don't think we have much more time. There's been a couple of people that had that same, not the exact dream, but where they heard a door shut and then click like it shut. What happened on Noah's Ark? The door was shut and sealed, and a week later they left. And it's been a week since I had that dream. I know it's been a week. So therefore we're at hand where we're getting ready to go, you guys. I think I'm right where I'm supposed to be, And I know this is what the Lord wanted me to do, because when I raised my palm of my hand the night before, I asked the Lord if He would confirm, that was where He wanted me to go. And He seen that spirit flew right into my palm of my hand, like that's where He wants you to be, and that's where He wants you to go. I mean, the thing is, I didn't expect to go back to work for this person at that time, because, like I said, when we last went our ways, it wasn't good. He definitely didn't pay me what he's supposed to. And today, he was supposed to, yesterday or today, he was supposed to send me some of the money that he didn't pay me the last time. And it's not even getting it all back. But anyhow, he's not even returning the call today. Try calling him, he won't answer it. But like I said, we're close to going, and everything happens for a reason. We just keep moving forward and be ready to go, you guys. Okay? And be focused more on Jesus Christ, on being ready to go, and not on date setting. Okay? Looking on a date. Just be ready to go any moment, any time. But if you're focused on that date, that's the worst thing you could be doing, because nobody knows that time. Nobody. And even these people that think they're all wise and smart, I say they're not too smart, because number one, if they read the Bible and they read what Jesus said, no man knows that day or hour, but we do know the season's upon us, okay? But if they still don't believe the Word of God, then that really leaves me with reservations why I'm even watching them, you know? Because I believe what Jesus said. Nobody's going to know that time. And why are they setting times and dates? Like, oh, you know all of a sudden, huh? When the Word of God says you wouldn't. You know, I wouldn't watch that. Stay away from it. I highly recommend staying away from it. Actually, it's quite annoying to see these people who keep going over it and over it and over it, trying to guess that day. I showed you guys that photo where I told you it's the same as the Jewish calendar, right here. Same as the Jewish calendar. And I got that picture of that angel above my head blowing the trumpet. I was 17 in 77. Okay? Now, next month on May 23rd, I will be 57. And the photo being taken in 77, that's the same as the Jewish calendar, 5777. Now, does that mean that's when we're getting ready to go? Of course not. It only means it's going to be the same as the Jewish calendar. That's all it means. But the Lord set all this stuff up. His timing, you know, just means we're in that area, you know. You be sure even the devil has enough sense to know that, you know, that you're not going to go by something like that. It just, that's all it means, is we're in the season. We're right in the season. It could happen anywhere between now and whenever God wants it to happen. But I'm going to tell you, the more you keep following these people that are guessing and guessing and guessing, I'm going to say this: you should have been following Christ and getting closer to what He's been saying and staying closer into Him. And I'm going to tell you right now, people that come up trying to come up with those dates, I don't even bother watching them anymore. I don't. When they sit there and lock it in like they know the date, let me tell you something. If Jesus says you won't know it, I believe that. And then when I see other people trying to say that they know it, that this is it, I don't even bother watching them. I don't even waste my time watching them. But I know the season's at hand because He's showing us signs. You know, I've been seeing nines going off the chart. Like, a lot of times I'll go back to my comments and it'll say 9 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago. Or I'll see those tags, 999. And does that tell me it's going to happen now? No, it just tells me it's about time to happen. You know, like me coming here where the ark is, it tells me we're at that point now. When I heard that dream last week, the window shutting and then clicking, and I've also noticed this: a lot of people that I'm meeting, they're it's almost like different. They're either 100% sure, like, yeah, they know what time it is and they're expecting the Lord. They are looking. Like that woman I talked with last night. She is looking. She's expecting it. She's 100%. And then people will ask, are these any good? What, she's selling those cinnamon buns? She goes, I don't know. I don't eat them. And she just, you know, she said she sells a lot of them. And she said the manager said, you know, well, how come you don't tell people? She goes, because I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm not going to lie. And remember what it says, that the Lord said, liars won't inherit the kingdom of heaven either. You know what I mean? See, with my painting business, in order to compete with everybody what's going on, you'd have to lie, because you wouldn't be able to do the prep work that everybody says that they're doing. And haven't you noticed even paint, when they buy some paint, it'll say primer and paint together? It doesn't work worth a crap. They may have already stopped selling it, but paint and primer, which don't work. You know, people think they can paint it over glossy walls. It don't work. But nonetheless, man, we're getting ready to go. The time has came. These people have lied themselves to the lying max point. And that's what the devil's goal was, to show that people will do anything for what they're getting, and they have done it. We've crossed that point where It's time to go. The devil has proven many people to be unworthy. Therefore, we've been separated and it's time to go. Okay? Check out the video I'm going to load up on the back part of this right here. I'll have a few of them back there, okay? Daniel McNeil's last message. And now I say his last message. Maybe we're getting ready to go. You know, it might very well be. You know, you never know when our last message is going to be. You know. But anyhow, God bless you guys. I love each and every one of yous. And know that these signs are pointing to where it's time to go. I didn't pick this place to drop off this load. And the ark just happens to be here. I didn't know it until that lady I was talking to in the store told me that. She goes, well, you know, the ark is here. I'm going, the ark? The ark ain't here. And she goes, well, the one that's built, it's really big like the ark. And she goes, this is where people come to see it. I'm like, huh. You know, maybe this is where the Lord wanted me to, as a sign, you know, to let people know that we're at that point now where we're ready to go. Okay? God bless you guys. I love you all. Please check out the description box. And it's pretty cool out here right now as long as the sun don't come out. Why don't you take a peek at it? Different, aren't they? Alright, y'all. Have a good one, and we will talk to you later.